Hello, and welcome back to Sunday Night Forbidden Lands. Uh, the Dark of Hot Springs Island. Why do I forget that every week when it's time to say what the adventure is? The Dark of Hot Springs Island. I just noticed some of the people are mixed up on the overlay also. Welcome back. This is session 2 officially, but our third stream of this adventure. We'll go around, we'll do the introductions, the people can tell you about their characters, what they got going on, and then we'll do a recap, and then we'll play. We'll play some Forbidden Lands. So, hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Seth. All right, Jen. What do you have going on this week, and can you tell us about Xena, please?
Yes, I can. I can do both of those things. So, this week, tomorrow, I'm going to be on Featherfall TT on Twitch doing Rime of the Frost Maiden in 5e. Tuesday is going to be a first edition AD&D game where I'm playing a Disney Druid princess. Wonderful. On our friend Bert's channel, Steam, Steal, and Murder. And then Thursday, we're doing Monster of the Week on Brendan's channel, which is also going to be fantastic. Aside from that, I do nothing except go to work, I guess. And as far as Xena goes, she's a fighter, not a lover at all. She reads sometimes, so she's like also a scholar, but maybe not the best reader. She gets drunk and agrees to things, which is how she ended up crash landed on this lovely island exploring these hexes with these random folks. And that's me.
I want to try Monster of the Week. I hear great things about it. I hear very good things about that game. And
It's so fun.
I looked at buying it today. Do not ship to Canada.
Got you.
Got him.
They got you.
We finally stopped those Canadians from stealing our sweet American tabletop games.
Why would you not ship to Canada?
We actually, you know how we get our tabletop games? We actually milk Babe the Blue Ox. The tabletop games come straight from the teat of America.
I thought you...
God!
You sure you don't invade the Middle East for them?
No, that's where we get our bespoke artisanal eagles that we mine out of the ground.
Oh no. This has started off really horribly. Kidding. That's me.
Thanks, Jen. Sorry.
Brendan's next, so
all right, Brendan.
Hi. Speaking of things both bespoke and artisanal, I stream tabletop RPG art almost every day of the week. It's the only way I can still feel. You can find me at twitch.tv/friended. I'm also in basically every game Jen mentioned as well. We play a lot of things together.
Truth.
And tonight I'm playing a druid named Page Knight, the Squire, who's a druid.
Just to confuse me.
Yeah, it's basically as confusing to play as it is to say, which I'm all here for. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. All right, Evan.
Yep. I am playing Calvaire Robert, the human minstrel that has been a little bit disappointed in people's actions on the island and their disgrace of statues and all sorts of things. He's a little bit sensitive to cold, hard, just destruction and killing things, even though we tried to kill a boar gently and that didn't really...
Gently? You spoke to it. No, you killed one of them gently.
We tried to be good people, but maybe, he just needs to toughen up and learn that this is how we're going to survive.
You're not good people.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, no.
Who you can... Oh, sorry, Klein. Klein the kind. Klein the unkind.
Soon.
You're on your way there. Ernie, a.k.a. Bill.
Hey, I'm playing Ernie the Haunted Elf. He is, to give you an idea, we did a little bit of character creation where we defined how we know each other. I once had a duel with Page Knight the Squire where it was a duel to the death, but nobody managed to die, and now we're, I guess, friends. And we also have our other character, our other caster, sorcerer with him, who is carrying around a casket with a long-dead king that... luckily enough, yells at Ernie constantly, and that's actually how the chat can communicate a little bit with the game here.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
So feel free to force me into terrible situations where I have to look up knock-knock jokes on the internet. And yeah, other than that, I am basically our only non-human in the party, and I am by class a sorcerer who is a blood mage, although I just recently learned my first little bit of death magic.
Oh yeah. I'll go back around and get everybody to tell me what they increased afterwards. Klein the Kind, aka Tyler, the foolish GM.
Wow, it's me. I am gonna be doing some stuff tomorrow, Wednesdays and Saturdays, even though I will be up very late hanging with you lovely people. But Monday, it's at like 4 p.m., so I can sleep in, and that's great. I am going to be playing a very interesting game called Echo, and it's really creepy. And I play a lot of horror games, tabletop, and RPGs, and sometimes visual novels because I'm a weeb. As for Klein the Kind, our very lovable sorcerer who is a necromancer, or at least is trying to become one. He hasn't raised any bodies yet. He's only grave robbed a king and his casket, and has ice touched a boar that gored his shin, I believe, last time.
Yeah.
Which was reasonable.
And your armor just instantly just disintegrated, just fell off of you into pieces.
He was so sad. I hope that get fixed this game. But yeah, that's me, Foolish GM Tyler. Happy to be here.
Awesome. So let's go backwards now. Tyler, what'd you take for your increase?
Yeah, I following the footsteps of my lovely master, Ernie the Haunted Elf, I have learned some blood magic. I can now protect myself from fire and make people upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And Ernie, what did you take?
I took death magic to get it nice and cheap. Me and Klein traded basically.
Yep.
Weird. All right.
Weird.
Weird. And Evan, what'd you take? Kelvair.
I took sword fighter, so +1 when using a sword.
Excellent. Paige, what did you take?
Oh, sorry, that's right. That's me. Had a moment there. I was like, Paige, yeah. What did Paige pick? Right. So I actually picked Defender, rank 1.
Excellent. And Xena, what did you take?
I took, because I had 7 experience, I ranked up my sword fighter to level 2 because it's 3 times the level, right?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm level 2, which means now I can slash 2 enemies with my sword in a single action. I roll separately for the 2 attacks. And yep, the second attack occurs outside of the combo.
That's really good.
I love it.
That's really good.
I'm going heavy fighter. I'm just going heavy fighter.
Yes.
Heavy
You're a
up.
smart fighter, and I love it. It's
Whopper
so good.
heavy all.
Page Knight the Squire, I love that you just forgot your own name.
Yeah, it's so many layers. You know, there's just so many layers.
All right. So what happened last week? We started where you're at the statue. You all investigated it. You found that those who use magic felt like stronger around it. You all gained a willpower point. It felt like if you were to cast magic in its vicinity, you would get it like at one level higher, one step higher. So what did you all do? You decided to deface the statue and take pieces of it with you in your backpack, because that's what normal people would do.
Not me. Keep that in mind. If they die from a curse, I didn't do it.
Not. Yes, that's right. You didn't do it. This is true. This is very true. So everybody who wanted to was able to hack off a piece of this statue, and you took it with you, and it seemed to still affect you as you carried on. And carry on you did. So you headed on into the jungle, and you encountered some boars. Some boars that looked very sickly. They were affected or afflicted with something. And Paige spoke to one of them, and it pleaded for him to kill it, which he did. And then the others that were with it proceeded to attack. And everybody made it out alive, except for Klein's armor, which just disintegrated with like the first, like, it got snorted on by a boar, and it just like fell to pieces. But that's okay. And after that, you decided to make camp, And that's where you met a little earth elemental by the name of Crag, who is very chatty and very inquisitive and just seems to always talk and just wants to hear all about who you are and what you're doing and where you've been and things like that. And you decided to take him on. He was seeking companionship. He wanted friends, and you were more than happy to help him out, take him on with you. That's basically where we left off, isn't it? I think that's everything that happened.
I think so.
Sounds about right.
All right, so you camped, you're rested, you've all increased some of your talents or skills or what have you, and you're ready to carry on. And you were told about a secret cache of treasure or something that's hidden away nearby. And I think you decided that's where you wanted to go next, is it not?
Yes, that sounded very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do our travel rolls then.
Do we need to fix his armor first?
You could. Do you want to before you move on?
I mean, do we have to make a crafting roll, right? Or
Yes,
not if
repairing-
it's destroyed.
Repairing a broken item generally takes a few hours in a successful crafting roll. If the roll succeeds, the item is repaired. If the item has a gear bonus, it will increase 1 step for every 6 rolled. You cannot go above the original gear bonus. If the roll fails, the gear bonus is permanently decreased to the current level. If the gear
So if
bonus
we-
has been decreased to 0 and the repair fails, it is permanently destroyed.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
So if we fail, then it's gone for good.
True story.
I do have
Uh,
one crafting. Does anyone else have better crafting than that?
I have zero.
Calvert is not a crafter, he says. Look, Jen, I did it.
Thank you. I might be able to help with crafting just because being a strong person
Okay.
and having studied it just a little bit in some books, I might be able to try it.
Okay.
I
You might have,
apologize
you might
in
have
advance.
read one book, maybe.
It's one book. It's one book, Calvert. One book.
Yeah. Like, mine's a little. He's like average ability.
Well, how about since it's your armor, you fix it?
Okay.
There you go.
Seems like a good
Because
strategy.
anyone, and I look over, to Xena and be like, can you help?
I will assist. I will assist.
Yay!
Do you have a point in crafting?
I do.
Okay.
I've read one book, exactly
Beautiful.
one book, as
She-
Seven
she
and I
claimed-
discussed.
So does a thing pop up that I? Yeah, there we go. And so I can just put a modifier +1 then.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we get.
Ooh,
Ooh,
hey, it's
2
good.
successes. It's now fully fixed. Yay!
Hey,
Look at you. All right, everybody's kind of blown away by your skills. Like, oh, wow. Maybe we aren't in such bad shape on this island. Between Klein and Xena, the two of them, they can do anything.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do everything we need to do. We got this. We'll get off this island
was
and find
there
cool
too.
things.
The
You
whole
guys
time,
make Craig some pants?
I was gonna say, the whole time you're doing it, Craig's like standing like between the two of you, and he's just like pointing and questioning, like, "What's that? What are you doing? What are you doing now? What's this for? What does that do? Hey, how does that work? Where did you learn this? What was the name of the book you read? Who wrote it?
Oh no!
Do you still
That
have
was
it?
when
Can
we
I see it?"
realized mistakes were made.
Don't be so mean,
Uh,
Calvert.
Klein is like, I need to concentrate to make sure I don't ruin this thing. I don't. This is leather, I guess, and string to put the leather back together.
and I say the book that I read was Sisterhood of the Traveling Leather Armor, and
No.
and that's how I learned about it.
Yes.
He's like, interesting. What sort of leather is this? What animal is it?
I'm
What
sorry,
hide is it?
Did I hurt Frendon? Did I hurt Frendon with that one?
Uh-oh.
And it's normally he is the worst one, but that was
Yeah.
You know, that pants pun really left me aggrieved.
Oh,
That's good.
that was good.
Well,
Brutal.
Anybody who's tuned into
I gotta
Sirenscape, also, I have it on for jungle sounds right now.
Oh shoot! Right.
And the people at home, if you're hearing like chirping and sounds, it's part of the game. I've got jungle noises happening right now because we're in heavy
You know,
jungle.
man, I do appreciate you trying to cover for the illegal aviary I run out of my townhome, but it's okay. I've already had the birds seized. And oh, I'm sorry. I'm on probation. Did I do something wrong?
Shh, we agreed not to talk about it.
Oh, there we go. That sounds so cool.
All right. Oh, and the other thing I guess I should mention is the King Matt 300 channel points. If you go down to the bottom underneath the chat, you click the little channel points button on the left-hand side. For 300 channel points, you can speak as the mummy in the sarcophagus, King Matt, to Ernie, who then has to relay what you said to the others some way or somehow. He might twist it. I don't know. You can also...
Ernie has never done that a single time.
He's never
always been above board.
You can also punish Ernie with your...
Punish.
No.
Oh.
Punish. See that? P-U-N?
Yeah, I
Ish.
poor man totally enjoy this.
All right.
So we're going to the basalt.
We're going to the basalt.
Onward, Craig.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to say
Craig. Craig the Crag.
Crag.
Yeah, you dub him Craig.
I mean, is it like O'Gray, Craig? Is it Craig? O'Gray, Craig?
Aggro.
He says, no, just Craig. What
Craig.
was your name again?
I am Calvaire. How dare you forget my name?
Oh, and what's the origin of that name? Where do you come from?
Oh,
You talk
From
funny. Where
a-
do you what is this? Where are you from?
It's only Calvaire if it comes from the Calvaire region of France.
And he's just like tugging at you and asking you questions the whole time. So let's
yeah,
break.
great. Yeah, let's go. Let's talk and walk.
Let's take a look at our party sheet and let's figure out who's doing what. So remember, we're gonna have someone who's keeping watch, who's doing the scouting. We've got someone who is, I was gonna say, leading the way, which is survival.
I shall lead the way, naturally.
All right, Calvaire. I think Craig's gonna go up with you.
I have read at least 3 books about.
God damn it, Evan.
You didn't say I couldn't.
Oh, that's right.
About...
We're trying not to like discuss stats. Try to keep it in game
Yes,
here.
I have to
Yeah.
in game just say my stats. Albeit
I've trained for 3 long
3 long
points.
years.
I haven't read
3
any
weeks.
books about it, but I did read last time.
Talk to me, and I will share my books.
My character turbo sucking at all of the overland travel stuff just tickles me right now because I don't have to deal with any of this meta language.
Like,
I
just
think
point the
everything's
way.
the same from before. Klein was our scout,
Okay.
and then until we get somewhere to change things up. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's still in the spots they were last time. So go ahead, make your rolls, please. We'll see if we get any mishaps, if anything bad happens for lead the way and
Do you have that
Keep watch.
cool? You had a thing set up last time for the travel stuff, the really cool pop out.
Yeah.
Party sheet. It's if you go to bit of reach characters. It's
It's under your
listed as a
character. Yeah.
I'll add a
I
cool.
see it now.
I'll add
Yeah,
an
we're all
icon
still
to
in
it
it from last time.
to make it stand out more on the.
Mhm. Does
On the list.
Craig? Does he give me some sort of bonus for?
No, he'd give you a negative because he's just talking nonstop.
Damn it, Craig!
I'd like to use my turn or my time since I'm not helping out at all to distract Craig with stories
Okay.
of my life.
He, as soon as you like just start chatting with him, he just boom turns and he's just like walking next to your leg, just like looking up, just like totally engrossed in the stories. He interjects all the time, asking questions. You have to kind of keep him
Perfect.
like on task. Like, hey, Craig, look at me, eye contact. Come on, back to the
Perfect.
story. You both failed. Do you want to push your rolls?
Okay. He succeeded, and I want to push.
I see-
so
yeah.
Oh,
do
all
I
right.
click? I just click push right.
yes,
At the top?
please.
Who pushes? I, Calvaire. What do you mean? Okay.
Oh, all right.
that's like-
Oh, I
you
took
didn't
no
take
damage.
no
Damn it.
damage. It's all on your skill dice.
Oh.
Wow,
That's good.
you're lucky.
So good.
So good, so good.
I got you.
So you guys make your way through the jungle, and you start to wind more back towards the coast. Remember the coast with the black sands that you crashed on, and where you came from. So you start to break out of the jungle, the thick jungle, and you can see As it starts to clear up, you see the basalt formations rising from the black sands. Well, and they're high, like well above the tide line. We're talking like 10 feet high and about 20 feet in diameter. And they look like big, large tree stumps. So these things are huge. They're massive. And they're springing up all over the place.
Mm. So, Craig, did you hear anything in particular about where this treasure might be? Any ideas?
I think I remember them being near some yellow ferns.
Yellow ferns. Okay, well, I'm colorblind, so that doesn't help at all.
So
That's canon from here on out. I'm colorblind for the
that's it.
rest of
Zena's
this session.
colorblind.
To the color yellow.
No, all colors. I see in black and white like a dog.
Can I insight Craig to see if he's lying to us?
Sure.
Oh my god!
Like,
I don't
like he
know if he's
doesn't know. I
capable
mean,
of
like he
that.
doesn't know.
I
Like,
think
I
you're
mean, he doesn't
suspect
know.
of this freaking
Calvair.
first imp.
Yeah. Calvert does like the
2-year-old
Larry
mentally.
David where he's just kind of like looks at him and turns his
Yellow
head and
ferns.
okay.
I won't
Same.
push. I'll just
Ferns,
believe
really.
him. I don't wanna take
Okay.
damage.
So yeah, you're like, I'm not sure about this guy. But everybody else seems to believe him. You said, okay. So you start looking around, and as you're poking around, all of these big giant formations, they all have basalt lying in piles at the base, and there's these twisted gray tubular plants growing up from the ground throughout the area. They're scattered all about, but you're not seeing any like yellow ferns or anything like that sticking out.
Craig,
Yes.
there is no yellow ferns, Craig.
Well, now that you mentioned, they don't grow here, but I saw a guy leave them there where he marked it, where the treasure was, and that's why they're there.
Cool. Let's search for some yellow ferns.
Everybody split up.
Let's get the party.
I go with Ernie, my master, of course.
We're not breaking up.
Go ahead.
No.
Everybody who wants to look for it, you can make me a survival roll as you start poking
Ooh,
around to
yes.
try and find these yellow ferns that he mentioned. All right.
I got a
I'm
success.
gonna push. I want to take some damage.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I didn't take damage.
You're not allowed to take damage. You're only allowed to be better at your survival roll.
Damn it.
Wow.
I will push.
Okay.
So
You
I
mean
can-
these yellow ferns? He pulled that out of like his pocket.
You weren't supposed to move them. No, we don't know where they go.
Oh, so you took some damage there.
Ooh,
I did, but
ooh.
I get some willpower.
You do get some.
I know.
willpower.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to farm.
Yep.
It didn't work.
So now I have 3 willpower points. I'm excited.
So I'm gonna say Ernie and Xena, they're kind of searching together, and they start to see like little yellow leaves laying on the ground nearby, but they don't see any ferns themselves. Leaves from a fern, and that's where Calvaire just kind of like pushes his way in. He's like, let me see what's over here. The glory hound that he is, and
Wow! I see your image of Calvaire in your mind.
I think it's pretty accurate.
I love Matt playing Calvera. Oh,
Oh,
look
let me
at
see what's
Yeah.
over here.
Everybody, pay attention.
I think it's pretty accurate, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, so you push Xena and Ernie aside, and Klein's kind of like, "Hey, I found some too." And he goes, "Psh, "Get out of here!" And you push him aside, and you start poking around, and on the edge of the jungle, and where these basalt outcroppings are, you find some yellow ferns propped up against one of these outcroppings of basalt coming up out of the ground. It looks like it was deliberately placed there. They're not growing. It looks like somebody's covered something up.
Greg,
Yes.
you are
Yes.
a genius.
Thank you.
I just want to say I vouched very early for Crag.
He did.
Krug, yes.
Craig.
Craig?
Grog?
We're all just gonna say different names for him.
How many
Who
vowels
wants
are there?
I guess I will lead the way, and I'll like pull out my sword and shield, and I'll use my sword to like push the ferns away.
All right, yeah, you push the ferns away, and opens up. You find like a small dugout in here, and somebody's made this. And you find that the cave floor is blanketed And so is the ceiling with lilies all about. And there's small crates and barrels in here. And it looks like fresh water lines the walls. There's like water skins on the walls.
Ooh. Where's your water at?
Water for everybody, as much as we can carry.
Yeah.
And Raoul, you're carrying the rest.
Who?
We're all saying it wrong, right?
Oh, yes. All right. So,
Everybody else took the
yeah,
big
there's
one.
chests and barrels, and Craig says, there you go. I knew it was here. I saw it not too long ago. There's a man. He hit it.
Aha! Wonderful, Craig. I walk forward because Calvert would obviously not look for traps or anything.
So, are we in the dugout yet?
Calvert just barged his
I'm
way
walking
in.
forward.
I want to see what happens to Calvert before I choose to do anything.
Gotcha. Calvert just like, step aside!
The leader always goes first, and he
And he charges in and steps in, and he starts going right towards the treasure chest and the barrels, and nothing seems to happen.
Oh my.
and then the mouth just closes.
I'll follow in. But I also am watching the lilies, and I'm trying to see if anything is dripping from them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, it sounds like someone read the book.
Yeah.
I've read at least one book. We've established this, okay? I've read at least one book. I'm trying to see if anything. Do I see anything dripping from the cave or the lilies that are definitely cave lilies?
That are definitely cave lilies.
Cave lilies.
You're looking down the book. You're looking at these
Mhm.
lilies, and you're not seeing anything dripping
Okay.
currently.
I turn to the party and I say, these lilies, if we were to catch, if a drop of nectar were to fall from the lily, we would be granted visions of the past and future.
He stands there, looks up, and just like opens his mouth, waiting for some to drop out.
You just stay right there, Craig.
Klein's like, I've had something like that happen before from one of the crypts I was in. You know, sometimes you just get hit with some sense, and it takes you places.
I don't think anyone else has experienced that. You're saying it like it's a general, you know, we all go to crypts and
Come on, Calvin. We've all had bad meatloaf.
true.
Now grab some of these water
Yeah, I
skins. Let's
will-
get out of here.
I will toss some water skins to everybody so we can have full water. And then I'm gonna like with the chest, I'll use my sword and try and like, you know, prop them open.
Sure. Yeah.
Klein does what his master says and collects some water.
All right. Yeah, you can just grab the water skins. That works.
Does that just give us D12, or does it just go up one?
No, that'll give you a D12. That'll give you a D12. Each of those water
Ooh,
skins. There's enough there for
nice.
all of you.
Sweet.
Okay. And you want to start breaking things open? Is everybody kind of like what's everybody doing as Calvert just starts taking his sword and just like prying things open?
Well, I'm attempting to see if it's unlocked, and then I'll be more extreme.
I'm going to be a little vocal in the hypocrisy of like immediately desecrating anything he's interested in. However, the statue which bolstered my abilities, that was sacred and should not be touched.
This is treasure, my dear friend Page the Night Squire, errand boy. Ours for the taking.
Klein, being his friendly self, would be after collecting the water. He'd be right behind Calvert. Just waiting to see what will be in the chest.
I'm sure I'm going to blow up. I'm just.
Has
I'm
waiting
going to
for
stay
it.
at the front
has
door
a
and
staff,
make sure
just
that we
like,
stay
ooh.
alone.
He's
I'm
like
still staring at the ceiling.
Okay.
Klein's like right beside Calvert,
Just, like,
stick
knocks him in the
held
head.
up, just waiting to like hit the top of the chest. Because it's like looks like we're about to break into this thing, so he's like, "All right, I'm ready."
Can we like take these lilies, by the way, and like
Oh,
use them, or they have to be connected?
It has to be natural. Like the condensation or the nectar has to drop naturally from it. I was thinking it also says it absorbs moisture, but I think it's only whenever it's alive. So probably not. We probably can't transport these.
That'd be.
We live here now and we wait for them to drop.
Our new home.
This is your stronghold.
Maybe it's only at nighttime or something.
This little dugout. It's not so little, but We have found our stronghold.
You can keep going. I have moved my chinaware here.
All right. So you take your sword, you start to pry it, and it seems to lift effortlessly with just like the torque you're giving that you would expect for a chest to open. You don't hear any clicks or little explosions or anything going off. Everything seems okay. It's not locked.
Perfect. What is inside?
Open it up. All right. Inside, there are all sorts of belongings and treasures somebody has been collecting, it looks like, for quite some time here on the island and about. Here, I'm going to share that with you. There should be a treasure pop out. So,
Holy shit.
there's some armor in there. There's a
What?
short
That's-
bow. There's a long sword, a sling, a short sword,
Wow.
studded leather armor, a couple of helmets, 4 traps, a small tent, a whole bunch of arrows, water skins.
Oof.
Wow.
There's like a small armory in here. In particular, the short sword is very exquisite. It's a rapier is the design, but it's
Ooh.
like a very fine design. It's got jewels in the handguard. You've never seen fine craftsmanship quite like it before.
Klein starts casting magic.
What? What are you gonna cast?
What?
I'm gonna cast sense magic.
All right, go ahead. How many willpower points do you want to?
I'm gonna put 1 point in it because the thing is gonna give me a second point anyway.
Did
right.
you?
Uh,
Did yours get eaten? Because Crag has eaten some.
Craig
of the
is
stones.
eating a whole bunch.
He is not eating mine.
Okay.
I am holding on. I have it near and dear. So let's see. Base. So, do I just make it a 2 on the base then? Does that work that way? Oh, it does.
Oh,
Is that right?
No misfires. Okay.
Ha!
Yeah.
Victory.
It all of a sudden it radiates. It starts glowing
Ooh.
off of this exquisite sword.
I'm like, it's a magic sword, or a rapier, a pointy blade that is short, but there's some sort of magic imbued in it.
How
And,
do we know what it is? Like, what do we do?
to Klein like uses his staff to like pick up it by the handle and just like holds it towards Calvert. Well, you opened the chest here and found the place. I say it's your right to use and try to swing at something.
It does match my dazzling personality.
Yes.
It
Starts
does.
to twirl it.
Sure. So it's beautifully crafted. It's steel basket rapier with blood red gem for its pommel.
Oh.
That's pretty.
So what is it? I still don't know what it does yet, though.
No,
right?
you don't know what it does.
Great. This is going to be a great experiment. Who wants what in the?
Can I see the sword?
Sure. I'll point it
There's
to
a
you.
long sword too.
Can you hand it to me?
Oh.
I try to hand it to her.
You are able to hand it to her.
Okay, I turn to Craig and I say, Craig, can I hit you with this sword?
He still has standing with his mouth open, kind of like a kid with a tongue sticking
I
out to
won't
catch a
hurt you.
snowflake, and he like leaps back. He's like, "Please don't hurt me."
I promise it'll be non-lethal damage. I'll just smack you with the flat side of it.
Are you really? He's like, I don't like this. I thought we were friends. Please don't hurt me.
What if I give you another piece of that radical glowing rock?
Okay, you can make a manipulation roll
Okay.
against Craig.
Wow.
Greg, let me beat you.
Craig, let me hurt you.
I'm pushing it.
Oh, what? Why?
Oh, man!
shit.
I did 2 willpower. It's really
He says, no.
okay.
Maybe we should skip the violence amongst each other. And he goes
He's
to like
made
grab
of
it
rock.
back.
He's made of rock. It's not going to hurt him.
I mean, I could just go stab a tree if we want to test it, right? I mean,
But
why
the tree
we...
can't tell us how it feels afterward.
Well, maybe Mr. Druid can tell us that.
This is Earth Imp test.
I don't
This
know
is
if you
Earth
can
Imp
talk to
testing.
trees, but I hear
Oh
this
no! So someone
Oh,
redeemed
Greg?
a 6.
Oh my
Someone
God.
redeemed a 6.
Oh, wow. All right, someone redeemed a 6.
Yep.
Crag wants the sword.
Oh my god. Okay. So does he want it? So do I have to make a roll against him to hit him?
Yes. to see how much damage you do.
Okay, hold on. I have to get it added to my.
Yeah, you should either drag and drop it from that
Yep.
treasure sheet, or just
We're gonna-
short sword,
Got it.
and it's gonna have
We're
regular
about to
short sword
end up with
stats.
2 smaller Craigs.
Just
I'm
two
rolling.
halves.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ouch.
I don't.
if you
wanna
push that, you
that.
take 2 strength, which that's rough.
I don't want to push that.
So Craig's like, no, and he holds up his hands, he closes his eyes, he looks away, and you go, "Thung," and it just like hits him, and it like doesn't dent, like no little
Okay.
dust or pebbles or anything fall off. And he's holding his arms up. He looks, he's like, "Is it over?"
It's over for now. I hand the sword back to Calver.
Seth says if Craig dies, they're banning themselves from chat.
All right, who needs armor? Anybody? Anybody?
Klein takes a helmet and puts it on.
Okay, nice initiative, Klein.
Protection.
Anyone else need a helmet? I'm wearing one.
I have one. I mean,
I'll take a helmet.
I'll
Unless
take
Paige-
the
Paige,
studded
helmet
leather
for
armor
Xena.
if nobody
Paige.
else wants it.
Paige, would you like a helmet?
Yeah, the helmet was the one thing I was looking at. So
Take that helmet.
You have a helmet, Paige.
You have a helmet.
Uh, yeah, so the studded is going to be better than probably what everybody has. I think it's just +1.
You know what? Instead of the studded armor, I have armor. I'd rather have the short bow if nobody else wants it.
Sure. And then you can take the 12 arrows. Or
Does
D12 arrows, I meant.
D12 arrows is what it should say. Yeah.
Paige, do you have armor?
I do.
Yeah.
I've got basic leather armor right now.
So we
Oh,
all
yeah.
have basic leather except studded.
Yeah, there was one
Okay.
studded, and I thought maybe I'm like secondary fight because of the druid, so I didn't feel like I should take the studded upgrade unless everybody already had it.
As you're
I
starting
will-
to take these things
um,
out of the chest, you find a smaller chest at the bottom. It's like, I don't know, 12 inches by
Matryoshka chest.
8 inches. Just this little small chest down there at the bottom of the larger chest.
A chest within a chest. Anyways,
I am not the one who opens the chest. I think
I will open
Calver.
it. Who wants the armor? And then I will open it.
Craig
I'm good
raises
with
his
armor.
hand.
Craig, you can wear the leather armor, I suppose. You have
I'll
extra
take
one.
on him.
I'll take off my leather armor, give that to Craig, and Klein will take the studded leather armor. So
I'm gonna
He's
hug
like-
the-
He's like dancing on the spot.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Matt, iron-headed arrows or wooden arrows?
Wooden.
Okay, so Craig has armor now, and you took the studded.
yeah.
Does anyone want a longsword?
I have one already, so I'm good.
I only have a short sword, so I guess I'd take it.
Okay, go ahead and grab it.
Thank you.
And then anything else in the loot pile? That should be it. A sling? Anyone want a sling?
Oh, a sling. Yeah, there's another ranged weapon if somebody wants it. There's 2 ranged weapons in there.
I feel like maybe you
I
should
have
take
like
Klein
no
since-
marksman. Oh yeah, I
Well,
have
you
no.
also have no reason to be up close, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
You also
very
have
true.
no business being in combat, Clyde.
He's like,
You
what?
might as well sit out of bounds.
I was like, oh, but I have to touch things to use my magic on it. But okay, if they get close, I'll use my magic. If they stay far, I'll throw rocks at them, I guess. And he takes the sling happily,
Okay.
and he'll go to Paige and also ask if Paige would at some point want to show him how to swing a sword because he's never learned how to swing a sword ever.
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem. Definitely able to teach you everything you need to know in like 30 minutes or less.
Wonderful. I love
So easy.
fast learning.
I've read a few books.
You'll take a page out of one of those books.
Ouch.
Let's
All right.
go to the tiny chest.
All right, tiny chest time. Calvera's opening this thing up. This one
I
has
will
a
use the shiny rapier to try and
this one has a lock on
do
it.
something.
This
Like
one's
we'd
got
have
a
to pick it, or is there a way to smash it?
It's up to you. You could try to smash it and possibly damage what's inside, or you could try to pick the lock.
But we don't have lock picks.
You could take the tiny chest with you.
There's definitely a Precious Moments figure in this thing that I want to preserve.
Oh, that broke me. That was good. Thank you. Yep. There's definitely a Precious Moments figure in here. If not two.
Oh, shit.
Should we
In loving
take
embrace.
the tiny chest? I mean,
The travesty is you break open the chest and the figure's
Yeah.
apart.
Let's
Oh,
let's
no.
throw it in the let's put it with the
So-
king.
So listen, we've had so much fun taking all of this stuff and like looting this place. Are we afraid of whoever owns this place? Because to accrue all of these items would take massive undertaking. Are we worried about that at all?
no, we
Well,
just
I'm
fully
too heavy
upgraded.
to walk, so why don't I leave my great fur here for them? Unless someone wants it.
What is it?
A great fur.
A tree? What does it do? Is it a tree?
No, like a coat.
Oh. Does it keep you warm?
Yep. +2 against cold.
We'll leave it.
Hey,
It'd be nice for them.
Ernie, you were over by the
Yeah.
door, kind of, right? Waiting, watching.
Oh
Yes, I am.
my gosh!
What?
Time to use my rapier.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a roll? Oh
Uh-oh.
my gosh!
Ernie, do not fail us.
Make me a scouting roll.
Oh, is that not what my scouting roll was for before?
Mm-mm.
Ernie.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Push it real.
Do you want to push that, Ernie?
That looks like I'll already be taking 1 willpower if I push it.
Yeah, you'll take one wit and gain a willpower.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
So only one wit's gone and 1 willpower gained. You're sitting there and you're kind of like you're looking over your shoulder at the others as they're divvying up the gear, and you go back and you look at the door and you hear this like clicking noise, like, and you can hear like breaks in the leaves nearby, but you can't really see anything. You kind of like squint, and you get like a shiny black glint kind of coming off whatever it is every once in a while, and it almost seems like it like turns and winds almost like a snake, and you're looking, and all of a sudden, crashing from behind the bush, you see the biggest centipede you've ever seen in your life. This thing's like 7 feet long, massive, giant. You see it before it sees you, but it's aware of this area, and you kind of like take your surroundings, and you're like, ah, crap! I wonder if this thing's been living in here. And it looks like it's coming back. It looks like it's heading towards this cave.
Giant bug, we're in the house. Let's get out, 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 out. Everybody out.
Hell yes! And he charges forward with his new weapon.
Hell yes! Oh, bless you, Calvair.
Out,
All
out,
right.
out, out, out.
Don't
So I
get
will-
bit. Don't get bit.
I'll at least be in the front.
Don't you shush me. I read the book.
I'm
Let them
assuming
get
we're not
bit.
all gonna abandon and run, right? We're gonna like fight it, right?
Let them get bit. Yeah, let Calvair get bit.
As Calvair charges off, I'm like flipping through the book and I'm like, be careful. If this thing bites you, you might go unconscious or be paralyzed. So, and I don't think we have a way to get around that.
Bite me.
A smaller second one also breaks
There
out of the
you
bush
are.
behind it.
Groups
Oh
of 2 to
shit!
it also says it travels in groups of 2 to 6.
Oh, look
so-
at that. There's 2.
No one told me that when I was charging.
I thought the biting thing was.
All
more
right, let's switch
important.
over the overlay so people at home can see our battle map.
Yeah.
Look at those
Alright.
gorgeous tokens.
Nice.
By
Calvair.
Brendan.
Yeah. Like none of the entries that this thing could be are remotely good. So
Okay.
primarily
Okay, so
Giant
I'm somewhere
centipedes!
here. Yeah.
Mine will be with Calvair.
And here, like,
Let's do initiative. Let me add you all to the initiative order here. Bear with me.
do we need to for those of us that just ran out sensibly, or
You're going to have to run past
Yeah, I
them
figured that was the
sensibly.
case. Like we would have to get past it somehow.
and is Craig gonna be part of our group too? Since
Oh,
he's
Craig, tank.
No, Craig is not. Well, you've outfitted with some armor. You're on your way to getting Craig to fighting with you. He's more of
Okay.
he's
A
more of
lover.
moral support than
He is the
anything.
lover. He's the lover to my fighter.
Does anybody have
Civilian non-combatant.
the talent that lets them pull 2 cards in combat before?
I do, yes.
Guess what the deal does?
Okay, Bill. So you have
Yeah.
the macro, correct, for cards? Oh,
I do, yes.
Hold on, let me reset the deck. Okay, it's been reset. So please hit the macro twice, because you're going to get to go before everybody else and select... Oh, you got a 1 already.
Oh, I need to roll again.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to bother a second time.
Fair.
Okay, everybody else, please go ahead and make me your initiative roll.
Fuck!
Oh my god, Evan.
He rolled after me though.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he
Nice.
did,
So,
thankfully.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
God.
Uh-huh.
Anytime the roll for initiative elicits a fuck, it's not good. It's
Are these
not
the
good.
centipedes?
Yeah,
Yes, they're giant centipedes.
giant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I
Okay.
supposed to imagine them? Because
7 feet long.
How are you supposed to imagine them? Yeah, 7 feet long, huge, massive centipedes.
all right, bad guys got it.
What color are these centipedes?
Black.
Oof.
Oh, baby.
The death kind.
Yeah,
Quick question before we get started: does my rapier have any other bonuses besides what's listed on a short sword?
Nope.
Eyes Wide Shut, not my favorite Kubrick movie, also pertinent to the black centipede.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Eyes remain wide open. You paralyze.
Yes.
Centipede eats you.
Up
I've
first.
read a book or two.
How many,
Or
to be
two.
exact?
Maybe 1.5, really.
All right, so Ernie. Oh, everybody's messed up on this overlay also. While I fix this, Ernie, what do you want to do? You want to go first? Do you want to try? There is no attacks of opportunity, so you could technically run past these things. You did see them before they were coming, but they are heading this way. Calvaire has drawn his rapier and he's a charge, and he's going for them.
Would it be fair to say I have my bow out as I was just handed this thing?
Yes, I'll allow it.
You do have
Yeah,
to use a
I'm-
fast
might-
action to prep it though, to put up an arrow in it.
Yes, to knock
Yeah.
an arrow, but you'll have the bow in your hand.
So fast action to put an arrow in it, and yeah, am I able to attack as well this turn with it, or
Yeah, that'd be your slow action. Sorry, I'm working on the overlay here. Yes, fast action is to prepare the arrow. Slow action is to attack.
Oh no.
okay? Let's try short bow.
Let's pop up the initiative tracker so people at home can see it. Boom! There we go. I'm so dead. Are you?
Of course I'm not. Ooh, nice.
It's a hit. I could choose to possibly the other way. That I won't do that. I'm not that mean. It's a hit. Let's roll its armor.
Is this the baby or the mom?
Yeah, which one are you shooting at? The
I'm
baby or the
shooting
mom?
at the big one.
Why'd you make it a baby and a mom? Oh my god.
Well, I didn't say. No, he said that. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
The bigger one seems like it would be better to kill.
And they're side by side, right?
Is it the brother or the sister?
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. The big one. Oof. Why did it put it all in one?
Oh,
Completely negates, and your arrow bounces off of it. Hold on a second.
Well, 11 arrows.
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to
well,
restart
no,
my set.
you just roll a d12 and see if you get a 1 or 2.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the arrows, yeah.
You don't count down. So just click the arrow button on when it's on d12 and it should automatically do it for you.
Nice.
Yep. So you're good. But it just stays as a d12.
Okay, so you took a
Ah,
shot. That
I
was
like
your
that.
fast and
Nice.
slow action. Okay. Very good. Let's move on to our next combatant. To our next contestant, which is Paige,
Yeah,
the Squire
so,
Knight.
Which one is closest to our charging Calvaire?
The big one. The big one's the one out front, and then the smaller one is behind it.
Okay. I'm gonna move up and attempt to slash at it with my new longsword.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Ooh,
One
nice.
success.
Do you want to push that? You have no
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Hey, 2 damage. All right, so 3 damage total. All right, let's roll armor. Run at this thing, charging, yelling.
As I'm one to do, you know.
Ooh. You got
It
one.
stopped 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And so the rest make its way through, and as you hack through this thing's like exoskeleton exterior, all of a sudden like this green blood flies out at you, and it just starts, it's clicking, and it like rears up, and it looks at you, and all its little legs are all wiggling in unison.
Gross.
No, don't like.
All right, we'll put you there. All right, let's hop over to Xena.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna rush into here.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and attempt to do my rank 2 sword fighting, if possible. Are they close enough?
Hold on, my sound just crapped out on me again. Hold on a second, please.
It just went to battle music, is what it did.
Because we battling.
I got the battle drums are really great.
Okay.
Oh, no, now it's doing the
Is it back now?
No, now it's doing the reverb.
Okay, I'll just stop it. I don't know what happened there. So is it done playing? It's not playing on my end anymore.
I mean, I can just turn it off.
Okay, that's cool. Sorry, my sound conked out there. Jen, you're running in there with your new sword.
With my old sword, but my
Your
new
old sword.
talent.
Ah, yes. So you get to
Old
attack
sword,
twice.
Old sword, new talent.
Nice.
Who dis? Okay, so
Does it take a willpower to do your second attack, or do you just automatically
it does
get?
not. It's automatic.
That's pretty badass.
I know. I love it so much. All right, so first attack. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to push it?
I'll.
You have a 1 on your skill dice, so it means nothing. It's not going to hurt you. You get to reroll.
You
it.
are so good at
He's
trying
so
to.
baiting you.
You are selling ice to me, and I live in Antarctica, so
You know,
stop
I've
it.
always said Matt is a master baiter.
Wow.
Oh
Yikes.
no!
I'm pushing it.
Yes, yes.
Oh, no.
It's nice knowing that.
We're taking more damage from hurting ourselves.
Jen.
Centipede's just like the bully in high school that hits you with your own hand.
All right.
It's like, stop hurting
What?
yourself. Stop
So
hurting
decrease
yourself.
your gear bonus by 1 on your sword. Like you're still gonna get full damage for this attack, but now going forward,
Okay.
gear bonus is down by 1, and
Okay.
you add 2 points of
4
damage to your strength. But
Nice.
give yourself those willpower points. But 4
Yeah.
damage to this thing. 4 damage. Let me roll its armor.
Then armor piercing. Use your
It stops 1 point damage,
Okay.
and the rest go through.
And so I'm going to slash with my second attack.
Yes. And more of this green blood.
Oh
And
man, your
Uh,
dice
shoots.
just got way lower.
I am not
Yeah.
going to ask you to push that, because if you do, your sword's broken. Your
I'm not
sword's
going to.
apt.
I'm not going to.
But you hit for 2 damage, so let's roll its armor again. It's not rolling very good for its armor.
Yeah, I lost 3 dice. Oh, that was pretty good.
1 6, so 1 damage. So
It's
you hit it
lost it.
again. You bring your sword straight down into it, and it lets out like a squeaky kind of noise, and
That
it's
was
like
the baby.
rearing in pain.
That's the
Oh,
baby,
that was the baby? Oh,
Yeah, I think it has to
My
be
first
separate
attack was on the
targets.
Mother, right?
oh
Yeah.
snap!
Yeah,
That poor
separate
baby.
target.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was a
That the first
baby.
attack.
Dina, how could you? It's just the
I'm
baby.
sorry. I'm sorry. You said it was a baby, and all I saw was red. But I didn't see red because I'm colorblind. Oh my god.
I saw so much
What
blue.
did you see?
My vision clouded over with blue. The nature's anger color,
Why
really.
is everything blue?
Oh boy.
Eiffel's blue just starts playing in the background. Blue da da dee da da.
Whew.
All right, Klein, over to you. Xena hacks the mother, takes another swing at the baby.
Oh my gosh.
You
So is
dubbed
the
them babies and mothers, not me.
Did the baby die?
No, the baby's not dead, but it's also like
Oh,
withering and screaming.
okay.
Have you ever heard a rabbit scream? It's kind of like that.
Oh no.
No, I mean I've seen Watership
No.
Down, and I
This
imagine
is
that's probably
some
the most
doves cry
accurate
shit
thing.
here. Yeah.
Klein will try to use their newly gained sling,
Respectable.
and see how that works.
Yeah. Do it, Klein.
I'm just gonna sling the the mama, I guess. And
Oh,
I
do you want to
miss.
push that? You got no ones.
This is
I
true. I
also
have
had
no
no
ones.
I also
I-
had no ones.
Uh,
Yeah, watch
I-
Klein
had
just fall
3.
over.
Three
Sean
ones.
just falls over unconscious.
Klein will not. Will not. He will miss instead and look at the sling and be like, "I should have went in the front lines." And he puts it in. He just holds on to it. That's his turn.
All right,
Should have stayed in
Kel.
dental school.
Calvare, you've got the mummy and the baby. What are you charging at charge? Where you going?
You think that when I say charge, I would be first, but clearly I'm last.
Calvair's just becoming Dudley Do-Right in my brain over time.
He will charge, or as he is charging, he is going to spend 2 willpower to Path of the War Cry. And he is going to say, "Forward, everyone!" as he leads the way. So everybody gets +2 to any attacks until the end
Oh,
of my
crap.
next turn.
Snap.
Wow.
To the beginning of
And
the
then-
next turn?
End of my next turn.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, that's not
Until
very-
until I go again, essentially.
And you're going for the mama.
Well, that's my slow action. So I'm actually going to try and just be as imposing as I can. I can't attack. I wanted
Okay.
to, but I wanted to help everyone else first.
Okay. Wow.
So I'm saving my fast action in case I get.
Okay. So you just
I'm trying to get
charge.
attacked, yeah.
You run up there. You get between the centipede and
Can
everyone
I-
else, and it kind of like rejuvenates everyone when they see this.
Yeah, his hair's blowing in the wind. It's very majestical.
Okay. It's the centipede's turn. So you're basically getting between everyone and it. So I'm gonna say it's gonna attack you.
Well, yeah.
Is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It
Okay,
hits.
2 damage. All right. Well, I will use my defender to parry.
This is bite! Exclamation point.
Bite! Its pincers lunge at you and it bites you, but you're gonna try to parry?
Yeah. Which button do we click for parry? Do I just click the
Do you
weapon?
get a free parry?
I do.
Oh yeah.
There should be
And
a
I still
thing
have my
attached to your
fast
weapon.
action. Okay, but I have my shield too. Is that going to be the same thing?
Mm.
Like I'm trying to figure out how it does it calculate.
Right, because shields only are useful for parrying, right? In this
Yeah.
game. That's the only bonus you have. Yeah. Use your shield. I'm just flipping to parrying here.
I mean, I could just roll melee and add like a +1.
So
or-
it depends on what you're using, right? Like, do you want to parry with your shield? Do you want to parry with your weapon? So the type of attack is a slashing attack. So neither your weapon nor your shield will give you a bonus, if that helps.
Okay.
Does that help?
And then my bonus is bigger on my short sword, I guess. I'll just do my weapon.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Does that make
Does-
sense?
Does our sword fighter thing, Jen, work only on attacking, right?
Only on attacking, yeah.
Yeah, so let me take that off. Sorry.
You cheater. Oh.
Ah, you think you can bite me?
Do you want to push it?
Why would I do
Bites.
that?
For willpower?
No, I don't. Want
All right, so it lunges at you. It snaps its mandibles in your direction. And you just kind of like fend it off with your sword. All right, but Baby's now coming in. Baby's got two targets. Baby's got Xena, and Baby's got Calvare Robert.
So, yeah, it should come after me.
All right, all right. 1 to 2 is Xena. 3 to 4 is Calvare. Oh, Calvare!
Hell yeah! It's
Me
okay. I
no.
still have another parry. Don't worry. I prepared for this.
I prepared for this.
I thought someone was gonna try and do.
You
some sort of
prepared
parry.
for this.
Yep. That. Yeah.
It's just there the whole time.
It hits.
Someone had to say it.
Okay, so 2 damage. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. So I use my defender, and now it's my fast action.
You use your fast action or move up there.
Oh, I did. So I guess I do take it then. Yeah, I'm out.
All right,
Okay,
so-
I can roll armor now.
2 points of damage, my friend.
Well, let's see. I take 1 point.
But as its bite sinks in, you feel this surge go through you, and you all of a sudden feel instantly ill and sick to your stomach, as you can only assume you've been injected with some sort of terrible
Oops.
poison.
Happening.
So
Happening again.
it's happening again. We got to do a virulence roll here against its poison or potency. So you make an endurance roll with all of your dice against the strength of the potency of the poison.
Okay.
So the potency is 4.
But you roll that, right? Don't you roll 46? I thought that's how it worked for poison. You had to still roll with how many dice.
Roll an opposed roll, yes, for the GM. So I'll roll 46 and you also roll your endurance.
Well, seems like we're equally matched, baby centipede. I too have
I got
46. Okay. It's
One
endurance, yeah.
success.
Fuck.
Oof.
All right.
Calvert.
guess
Do you
I'm
remember
gonna-
Calvert? He was a great.
I guess
party
I'm gonna
member.
try and push it.
I don't know if you can push
I was
resistant
thinking
poison.
at the time,
It's
you know,
any
you should-
roll though.
Oh,
Man.
all right.
What were you saying, Ray? What'd you say?
you know, maybe if he would have taken some of those lucky bits of rocks with him that we all had, things would have worked out better for him. But
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
He resists the
Okay.
poison. You feel it pump into your bloodstream, but maybe this baby's poison just isn't enough. It's not potent enough that. And you look over at the mother, and its mandibles are dripping some sort of venom as you look over and snapping.
Oh,
Spit
this
blood
is
on the ground.
this is baby poison. I see.
This is baby poison.
Baby poison.
All right, top of the turn order, right?
well, it is in the middle of March, so congratulations on sneaking that one in.
So
Oh, that's right. All right, Ernie, top of the turn order. Let's
fast
Ran.
action, knock an arrow. Slow action, fire it. But thanks to Calvert, I get +2 on my roll here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we leper can't, everybody.
Oh no, are you firing into us? I forget. Does Forbidden Lands have fire into melee?
I don't
No,
think
but
so. I
somebody
think
on
that's
one of the YouTube
Coriolis.
videos was like, "Hey,
Oh my
this is
God.
my group does. You should do it too." And they made it like deadly. So if you do fire
no.
in,
Oh no, no,
Oh,
please no.
Ooh.
That is a lot of really crappy roll.
you have no ones. Do you want to push it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's exactly what you want.
No ones, but you got
one
a success. So what are you aiming for? You aiming for the big mama, or are you going for
Yeah, I'm
the baby?
aiming at the big one again, because considering it
Fire.
did no damage the first time, let's do
Yeah.
no damage the second.
Yeah, you let loose an arrow and fire it at Big Mama. And let's see what happens. So the problem with having two foundries open, it's flipping back and forth between the two.
That's kind of high.
All right, so bang, it bounces off the armor again, and it's clicking, and it's just fixated on Calvert and Xena right now, who are like surrounding its baby. Okay,
Baby fight.
baby fight, baby shark.
Oh no.
Oh, all right,
No.
Paige. Paige is up.
Yeah, so Paige is gonna move for. Actually, I was in range of the large one, right?
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take a swing at it then. That seems the most prudent thing to do, given it
Plus
landed an attack.
2.
Yep. And let's see, modifier 2.
Nice.
All right. I take a mighty swing.
Wow, that's really good. Okay.
What's it like to have multiple 6s?
It feels like I'm from the future.
So it stops 1 point of damage, and 3 go through,
Damn.
and you slay this thing. What does that look like, Paige?
I'm resplendent. You know, I'm in my squire garb, which is maybe not the most practical thing for the island. So I'm a bit tattered, but I still have pride. You know, it's buttoned up. And you see me just swing through like some sort of pro golfer, just straight down and up and around. It's beautiful. It's like a guile charge kick in the air. Right?
Oh my god, yes.
You hear the music, the Guile music.
Paige might be a charge character if.
I'm going to yell at Calvert. See the follow through on Page Knight the Squire's attack there? That's how you swing a sword.
I've read a book or two.
I've read. Xena, over to you. Page
Yeah.
Knight slays the mama. You've got the baby there snapping.
Xena, I need to test the sword. Test the sword.
What?
Test the sword.
Test the what?
Sword.
I can't take the sword from you, though.
No, he's saying he needs to test the sword.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to kill
As
it.
in, don't kill it.
He
No,
wants
I'm
you to.
killing it.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Calvera.
hit it. Just do a baby hit.
Sorry,
You also get a
Calvera.
That's
plus
okay,
two.
Calvera. As
Plus
quickly
two.
as you
No.
make enemies,
And you know
we'll find
what? I'm
someone else to slash.
spending a willpower for my Path of the Blade that will to find a weakness in the opponent's armor or natural armor. It has no effect against my attack.
Nice.
Makes right there.
What?
That's
Yeah.
my Path of the Blade.
Oh man, you guys are good.
And I have a lot of willpower
gonna put-
right now.
More difficult enemies up against you next time.
It's not dead?
So 3 points of damage?
Yeah.
You swing, you take off a whole bunch of its legs. It's withering on the spot, and its legs are still moving, also detached from it. And it's like curling up into a ball at this point. It's so damaged, but it's not dead yet.
Okay.
Do you want to use your second? Oh, it has to be a
I
different
can't.
target.
It's a different
Right.
target. Yeah.
Okay.
Turn around and strike Paige. This is quite.
Ah, no, I don't want to do that. It says
Klein?
Oh
You
man.
get it for free.
Klein, you got your sling, and Calver's like, "Don't do it! Don't kill it! The
With
sword!"
science!
Oh no.
Isn't
I
Calvera's
mean,
mouth paralyzed yet?
No, I
My
passed
tongue.
my poison, okay.
Okay.
Seeing
right.
what's happening in Calvera's mouth, I'm going to pocket as much of this poison as I can.
Klein's gonna not like the sling and just try to whack it with his staff.
Okay. Well, to move from your sling to your staff and move, that's 2
Can I
fast
not
action.
hold? Can I not hold the staff in my in a hand on the side and just? Is the sling's only one-handed, and I
You
already
should
had
have
the
sling
staff
with one
out.
hand.
The sling is one-handed,
Sling is well, how do you
but
shoot
you'd
sling
have
with
to
one
you'd
hand?
have to
load it.
load
You
it.
have to load it with
Yeah,
one
you
hand.
have to put the
That's
rock
true.
in it.
I mean, I'll listen to Calvera and not kill it then.
Oh,
I go look at it. I go, no, and move
Nope.
back.
That's a baby. I'm not doing
Oh.
that.
That's gross.
Oh god, I'm probably gonna miss. I'm so hurt.
All right, Calvera,
Um,
you're gonna hit yourself.
So I'm just rolling normal, right? Because we don't know what this thingy does. The sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at everybody's gathered around now watching you.
Oh,
Wow.
Beautiful.
So you
Can
bring
the
the sword
baby
down.
ever exist with a strike like that, or has it been removed from the space-time continuum?
This like literally,
Yeah, you
this is
killed
like
its
Wheel
dad.
of Time. This is Wheel
Wow.
of Time shit. You've just undone the weave of
Wow.
the
Centipedes
tapestry.
no
of...
longer exist.
Yeah,
on this
you've
island.
undone
Yeah.
its
All the
thread.
centipedes on the island just died.
It's
Yikes.
incredible. The centipede never existed.
What is a sword? It's slashing, right? The short sword.
yeah.
So when you bring your blade down, you cut off its ear. You kill it, and in one swift motion, you also take off
An ear?
its antenna, its left antenna.
Oh.
So when you cause an injury, you roll twice, and you can take the better of the 2 results.
That's what the sword does.
Yes.
Ding. Pretty
Neat.
good.
All right. You have successfully fended off the centipedes. I was going to say caterpillars. Centipedes.
We're just fighting big fuzzy caterpillars.
Oh, they're so beautiful. It just is like their blood is slinging out.
And their
faces.
blood is
Ah!
everywhere. Green blood everywhere. They're all curled up. You're still kind of twitching on the spot. But you've successfully slayed them. They're dead.
Hmm.
You've gained some willpower points. You've gained some injuries. You have
yeah.
this fabulous new gear also. Calvert was successful in fending off the effects of the poison.
Mm-hmm.
So what now?
Is there any armor left, Calvera? If your armor got damaged, you might want to just swap it out and let's keep going.
Ah, this thing. He knocks on his head. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He's just like covered in blood and poison.
So,
Fine.
who wants to harvest the centipedes for meat? Because I think I'm ready to leave here.
No
If
one.
some-
What,
No
what
one.
would that,
No.
what would that
Yeah.
require? What would that require?
It'll be a survival roll.
Hmm.
I could do that, but
Can I use
I've
healing
read
to
3
patch
books.
Calvert up?
I've read one book on it, so I can provide some help.
I think
I've
healing
never
only
seen a
works
book
if
before
I
in my life.
if
You
you're
don't know what a book
broken.
looks
I
like.
don't know what a book is.
Oh, you can't use healing for just normal stuff, right?
Yeah, it's only if I'm broken, unless we had a druid of healing.
That old man Logan is asking, can you harvest its poison sacs?
That's kind of what I wanted to do, but I don't have.
Anyone want to aid me in my harvesting?
I said I would aid you. I've read
Excellent.
one book.
Anyone else have any books in this sort of topic?
I
Really just-
don't, unfortunately. I don't even know what the Dewey Decimal System is.
What is the skill?
The topic is survival.
Hey,
I
Ernie.
too have read a single book in that.
Ah, wonderful. The two of you may aid me in this endeavor.
Yes.
Look at that role playing we're doing.
I think I read the same book as Xena.
Oh my, I'm pushing.
I hope you fall over dead. No. All right. So
This,
you're
this book, wait,
Oof.
hold on. The book that I read specifically for this occasion that Ernie has also read is the novelization of the wonderful Pixar film A Bug's Life. And that's how we know how to harvest things off of
A
these
Bug's
creatures.
Life.
Bug's Life surprisingly brutal for a children's movie.
Oh, boy.
Surprisingly brutal.
Yeah, there were a lot of real world lessons in that film.
Wow.
Hmm.
You're able, between the mother and the baby, you are able to get 2 meat. Not 2 dye or anything like that, just 2 meat. They're not very plentiful.
I did not pass, by the way.
Were
Let's
we,
go get
were we
two
taking
meat.
meat
Whoops.
or were we taking poison sacks?
I don't know, were you doing
And
poison
I
or
don't
meat?
think I don't think we passed anyway. I think we just made a mess of the.
Didn't you get
the
1
creatures
success?
that-
Oh no, you got no
Nope.
successes. You
we just
harvest
made
no
a horrible ichor mess all over
Yeah,
the freaking
no
cave.
poison,
and now
no
we're leaving.
nothing. Yeah.
I feel
so-
like we have not read the book about centipedes from the 3 of us.
Oops, that's the wrong map. Why is it snowing? There we go.
This was a great learning opportunity.
You know, I'm really disappointed in the party for just killing this cute little tiny centipede.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Really
it's wearing
cute.
a diaper.
It
Why would
is.
you put it in a diaper?
Because
I'm
it was
so
a baby.
sad.
Did you just
no.
draw that?
It's a
Yes, he
baby.
did. Oh.
Good news is there's no more centipedes ever again.
Ernie, you hear just like grumbling and complaining coming from the sarcophagus. Nobody said anything in chat, but the King Matt is not impressed.
That's fine. I don't care what King Matt has to
He,
say.
he wished you had died.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
All
You
right.
live in King Matt's coffin rent free, my friend.
All right. So you have this small little chest you took. You threw it in the sarcophagus. You have your new weapons. You have your new armor. If you remember correctly, I just remembered this. So we ended our shift at night. So you moved at nighttime through the jungle to this section. I don't know if you want to do that on purpose or not, but that's kind of where we left off. So now it would be like the first thing in the morning, like the first shift of day. Morning. Remember, there's
Yeah.
morning, day, evening, and night.
So we can travel at least one more. Oh wait, we can't because of jungle stuff, right?
Yeah,
the
it's
whale
one
graveyard.
to the whale graveyard. Yeah, because well, you left the thick jungle and more towards the shore, so it's not as dense. So if you wanted to head north and just keep moving along the shoreline, you could do it. You can move one more, and you do know that there is a whale graveyard up there. It's in your book. Some of you are
Let's look
injured.
for
Do you want to
the-
move on?
Well,
Let's look for the dunes and maybe set up camp there.
then we must travel at night, like we apparently just did.
Well, supposedly the dunes we can hide in pretty well. So
They're
if
on
you
this
wanna
hex,
go-
right? Or no?
the dunes are right beside the whale graveyard in the next hex, I believe.
So we gotta go north to the dunes. Is that an option, Matt?
Hold on. Thanks for the raid, Michael. We appreciate it. Dead Aussie Gamer just raided us with 5 people. He plays in our Bitter Reach Forbidden Lands game.
Nice.
Oh, that one looks so fun.
It's a good time. All right. So what are you asking me? Sorry. What are you
Can we
asking me now?
go to the dunes to the north? Right, there's dunes. There's one.
The
dunes, though, are
dunes
so-
just on the side of the whale graveyard.
Yes.
Are
Yes,
we
like
able to
it's
make it
part
there
of
and
the whale
hide?
graveyard.
Oh, it's
Because the
part of
whale graveyard's
graveyard.
on the beach. There are dunes off of the beach. Like you're heading to the same area regardless. If
To
you
the
go to a
whale
whale
graveyard, but this time Xena gets to be the one in front.
she's read
Oh,
a book.
thank you. I've read
I
I think
took a
it's-
blow from that baby for you. You should be grateful.
I think it's funny. There was a discussion after the game last week where it's like let's kind of just like keep it in character, and now it's the whole I've read one book, I've read 2 books, I've read 3 books on this subject. It's hilarious.
I take the path of least resistance. I made the suggestion. Evan has made a shift, which I appreciate, and so I'm going with it. We're doing
Right.
it.
I love it.
We're
All right.
compromising, right?
It's the compromise.
Meet in the middle.
As long as I get to make up really terrible book names for every book that I've read, that's where I'm going.
I like
with
it. The Bug's Life was chef's kiss.
Awful.
No.
Because A Bug's Life was about grasshoppers. That's why grasshoppers and ants. That's why I had no idea what to do with the centipede.
I've had
I didn't
nightmares
help
about
at all.
that movie.
All right, so we're doing our rolls.
Klein brings it up to the group that he's like, my mind isn't too great. If anyone wants to take over scouting, that would be great.
I haven't read any books, but I'm a bit of a natural scout. It was kind of a foregone conclusion that I might substitute in.
Please do, friend.
All right, so go ahead and roll it.
You could.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And I'm rolling survival again.
Yes. Party sheet.
Survival. Nice.
We're gonna get some failures. Oh, look at you,
Nice.
both of you. All right, so you're now making your way up the shore. It's much faster, easier to move through here, much clearer. I'd be playing shore sounds right now if my sound didn't crash on me for Sirenscape. We'd hear you seagulls. Your seagulls all around. It gets louder and louder as you move north up the beach. If you remember, Paige, when you were looking through the eyes of that hawk last time, you did see
Right.
seagulls all over the beach, but it looked like they were unable to get at this meat, pick at this meat, and there was whale carcasses all over the beach. And you come around a corner, and you see the first one. It's sitting there. It looks like it may have been sitting there for quite some time, but it's not. You don't smell anything. It doesn't seem to be rotting, and the birds are just like swooping and flying and circling overhead, but they're not eating or pecking at the meat itself.
I throw a rock at the whales.
Okay. Okay. You pick up a rock and you throw it at one of the whale carcasses, and it just bounces off.
Just like I thought. I don't know why you're making that face, Xena.
Like, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead.
No, it bounced. Wait, it bounced off the whale carcass or like a bubble?
No, off the carcass itself, off the skin.
Oh, what if I throw it like high, like where the birds would come from?
Sure, you want to throw it at the birds now?
No,
You're just like
I
a
wanna
crazy
try to-
old man yelling
I
at
want
birds.
to try and arc it and see if there's like a bubble on top.
Okay, you don't need to roll for it because you can just keep throwing rocks till you hit your target. So you just keep throwing. You guys are like, what is Calvaire doing? And he's like just throwing rocks in the air, and
we've
yeah, it
spent
goes up
3
and
days here.
yeah,
3 days.
up and down, and bounces off. You're still like you're not super close. You get closer. As you do get closer, you are hit with the smell of death starts to hit your nose as you get closer. There are bones everywhere. We're now into day. We're into the day shift. As Calvaire, as you're kind of rounding the corner and you're whipping rocks at every whale carcass you see, you round the corner, and I'm going to say Paige is with you, and Paige holds out an arm as you see 2 full-grown, massive male ogres standing over top of a whale carcass, and it looks like there's 3 young orcs, like orc children, with them, and it looks like they're like showing them and instructing them how to cut the meat off of this properly. They've got obsidian bladed knives, and they're sitting there, and it looks like they're teaching, instructing these children as they harvest the meat off of these things.
I'm going to run my hand down Klein's face, and I'm going to say, we face overwhelming odds right now.
I believe it is Ogre.
But
I don't know how many
more-
times I need to correct you.
but more friends.
What if we
Alright.
tried diplomacy? It's the first people we've encountered besides Craig. Craig, what do you think?
He says, I don't know. Ogres, you know, they moved up here to the north of the island, quite a few years ago, and they kind of killed everything in the area. I've heard they might be getting better, but I don't really
Getting
stray too
better.
far away from the jungle, and I try to stay away from the ogres if I can.
Hey, Craig, do you know if this campaign is going to have us solely feature slaughtering children, or if it's going to gradually taper off as I look at these two kids?
We're not supposed to slaughter
I
them.
didn't even think of that.
We're not supposed to slaughter them.
Yeah. He's like, he shrugs.
Thank you for your honesty, Craig. I do appreciate it.
Xena, what about our book? Does it have any suggestions on what we might do in a scenario when you encounter Ogre?
When you encounter ogres, I think it's pretty much ogres like everywhere.
I don't know where you're from, but that's how we call it.
Oh my god, hold on. Let me look into this. Jeez,
I'm sorry, I'm
so these are the night axe ogres. They wield obsidian weapons.
Mhm.
And
Sorry, that's not good. Ew.
it's not good.
So we should
these,
leave.
So I
do these
did
have
read-
do these have large tusks? Like are they
These
night
males?
axe ogres? Do I recognize them as night axe ogres?
Yes, they are night axe
Okay.
ogres. They have large tusks. Yes, accurate.
Okay.
I did read in the book that this ritual of taking the meat only lasts about an hour. So we could maybe hide for an hour and then wait a little bit and be on our merry way, like our guidebook here suggested.
We
Did it say that? Is that true? Sorry, I
It
know.
does.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I could read that portion if you'd like.
No.
Well, everybody's talking. I'm going to go over to Klein and say, if worse comes to worse, we'll
Mhm.
stir the blood and make the two adult ogres very happy when they come at us. I'll take
What?
the ugly one. You take the other ugly one.
We can make them happy with this magic?
Absolutely.
I thought we could only make them upset. This is amazing. Even better. Yes, I will do that with you.
I do like that Klein is like finding out that his happy necromancy that he's partaken in will actually have the ability to make the world a better place.
Yeah, he's like, oh, great. I can make people not mad at me when I dig up graves of their beloved family members.
For science.
Yeah, these definitely match the description of the night axe ogres. Huge.
that
The
a-
two males are huge, massive, hulking beasts, like 8 to 9 feet tall, well equipped. They both have giant obsidian axes.
Like Paige said, we should wait it out for the hour.
But do you think they would be pissed that some food is gone whenever they return again?
I don't know if they'd be able to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but did you see what we did to those centipedes? It didn't go so well. I mean,
did
even
see
with
it,
all of
actually.
our combined knowledge of books, we still couldn't get anything.
We all read the same book and it was the wrong book to read. Okay.
It's unfortunate. Who would have thought 3 separate libraries, the same book?
Yeah, the Encyclopedia Britannica and all of them started after C in each edition, which didn't allow for you to read about centipedes, unfortunately.
Well, how about this? While we wait, how about everybody discuss how much food we have?
I have
And if it's
D6
really-
dice of food.
I've read 6
have-
books of food.
I have 8. I have 8 rations.
I have 8
I don't
and
know why we would be using books and
some
food.
of this food.
I have six foods.
8.
Oh.
It's just 8. Damn it. It's 8.
I moved you to the next hex on the map also.
Okay. So we have
Thank you.
not that much, so this could be a good idea.
If I
The,
had to describe my food, I would describe it as 6
He
food's
So-
worth.
So what do you just want to wait the hour? Like you're sitting there, you're in the dunes and you're watching these ogres. There's birds cawing all everywhere above you. Again, they're like swooping, but like they can't seem to get at these whales. There's something restricting them or stopping them. And you're watching the two ogres and they're teaching the young. They're instructing them. And as you're observing, they're very, very, very like almost like overprotective, like helicopter parent over these young. like any little noise, any little sound, and they whip around their heads,
Oh.
pull out their axes, and they're just like on guard till they're satisfied there's nothing, and then they go back to it, and they're very, very focused on these young ogres that are with them.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah.
not have sympathy now, Klein. We just murdered a mother and a baby, okay? We crossed that bridge today.
That wasn't not even a humanoid, Klein
Just want to say,
says.
could have maybe waited and hidden. You know, just.
Let's just, how about let's chill and wait and then maybe try and get a little food. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The ogres come and slaughter us? I mean,
Well, the guidebook did mention that after waiting a little while, they were able to cut and take some of this whale meat, and it never degraded. It seemed to
permanent whale meat.
Yeah.
At least as long
Well,
as they were still writing in that book.
Yes, so you read that in the book. You're watching it, and this meat is still, well, I'll say fresh. It's not really fresh, but it's not really, like, it's not raw. That's the weird thing about this. It stinks. It smells of death in the area, but the meat itself is not as far along or decomposing as it should be. There's something happening going on here. The birds can't reach it. It's still edible. Like, you could cut pieces of it off where it has rotted, but for the most part, as you're watching them carve up this whale, the meat on the inside that they're harvesting from it looks great. It looks fresh. It looks like it just like came up today. But you look at the sand and the area around it, these whales, and they've been here for quite some time. So this whole ritual takes about an hour. You see them take the meat and harvest it from a few whales. They also are showing the young how to make blades of obsidian. They're teaching them how to make little knives and little blades also on the beach. Just
Oh.
very, very,
Can I
very.
overhear them?
Yeah, can I
Yeah, I want to
watch
listen.
it?
Yeah, I wanna listen.
I got some crafting.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome.
They're
Thank you.
crafty. They sneak around. Raiders,
Hey.
you missed us kill a tiny baby little centipede. It was-
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
You need to put a little knapsack on them.
Quite the
Yeah.
tale.
All right, so
Just
you want to
liberated.
roll. You want to try to listen. You want to observe what's going on. I'm gonna say insight for this.
Ooh, okay. I've read 2 insight books.
Here we go.
Wait, does only one of us need to roll? Oh my god.
Yeah, only one person would roll.
He squints
Okay.
furiously and he can hear everything.
Klein just like, he like, yeah, squints real good, does the binocular hands.
Yeah. And like the others are like, Craig's trying to say something, you're like, shh, 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 and you just kind of like wave them away. And you listen and they're like, you hear the adult ogres like, oh, you cut here for the best meat. And we are blessed that this meat is always kept fresh for us by Mogok, the one who watches over us. We shall thank Mogok
Mogok.
Oh.
for
He was
his
wait,
blessings.
That
Yeah.
doesn't sound good.
Was Klein listening for that reason? I was listening to learn how to make obsidian weapons.
Oh, I thought you were just like
That's-
observing them.
That's what I was listening for too, but I'm good with that. I was gonna roll some lore, so I mean I could do that now to find out who that
Oh, I don't know if there's
you
an
know,
entry
deity is.
in your book. You've never heard that before. No
Okay,
lore is going to
cool.
help you. This is exclusive. You've never heard this before. There might be an entry in your book. You don't know.
So wait,
Oh.
what was the blessing?
Mogok?
Mog, M-O-G,
Mogok.
apostrophe OK. Mogok.
Ah,
Mogok.
very O-gray spelling. Understand.
So you see them go to the obsidian, though, the black sands, and they like scoop it up in their hands, and they seem to like crush it. They press
Oh.
it and run their hand across it, and then tie it to a piece of wood with some leather. And they almost seem to
Whoa.
like shape the obsidian with their hands. And they say, by Mogok's blessing. And they hand it to the child, and they stand over the children, and kind of they're teaching them and showing them how to do the same thing, and giving them pointers on how to make it better.
Everything I have ever learned on this island is that I need to cut off their hands and use it to make these weapons.
Oh
That
no.
sound cool.
That's my understanding now.
Maybe we could try it ourselves
We should.
if we're strong enough.
We should.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
wait until they leave.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to leave? So you're waiting. It takes about an hour. You're right. Your book is correct. It takes about an hour. You sit there and you watch, you listen, you're like, oh, this is Magog. And they eventually leave. And again, they're very protective of the children, watching everything. There's the one in front, they have their weapon drawn, the one in the back, and the children are between them. And they're just on constant watch. One of them flings the meat over their back, and they give blades and weapons to the children. And they go off into the jungle towards it in the westerly direction. They head off.
It's our
And then-
time to strike. He starts.
Let's go try and make some of these blades.
Let's split up. How about 2 groups? We have Blade Group and Food Group.
Blade
I'm
Group
Team
A.
Blade. I'm Team Blade. I want to fight vampires. I'm Team Blade.
Who has read the survival books?
I will help with food.
All right, Ernie is with me. Paige,
Klein
do you
does
have
not
any
have
books that
book.
you could help with?
I'm not very crafty, but I am quite strong.
Okay, how about me and Ernie will be the food group, and the 3 of you will be Obsidian group.
Crafters. Yes.
Okay.
Good
I
luck.
have read one book in crafting, so I can help somebody. And
All right, I'll start making my way to one of the whale carcasses. I guess whatever's closest.
Okay.
Yeah. Look
Do
for
the birds seem to like start heading down now that the rituals ended, or no?
No, the birds still are unable to get close to these whales. As you get close to the whales, though, it almost seems like the wind. It's like they dive down and the wind almost just redirects them back up. That is stopping them. It's not like an invisible barrier force. It looks like it's the wind itself.
I'll cut a piece of my tunic and make a little makeshift bandana around my mouth and nose for the
Okay.
smell.
As you gag. Sure. So start cutting. Start making me a survival roll.
Survival again? All right,
Yes,
then I guess
please.
I'll call for Ernie.
Well, no. Let's both try. Might as well try and get as much
We
as we
can't
can.
both roll. It's like 1 roll per thing.
Yeah.
Game.
Okay.
You can help
you're welcome
someone.
to.
You can assist them.
What is your total books?
I'd be rolling 4 books.
Okay, I'm 7 books. I will roll.
Yeah, so 7B6 is what we're saying there. It's
Ooh, some food.
Yeah, you're able to harvest 10 units of whale meat. Like good whale meat, not rotting, not bloated, not decaying. You cut off of one of these carcasses.
Is that a D10 or
No, it's gonna be 10. So remember it's units until you cook it.
okay?
Then it becomes a die type once you cook it.
Right.
So it's good for the day essentially, and then it'll rot after you cook it.
Or will it?
Or will it? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. And Klein happily follows Xena and Paige to try making these obsidian sand weapons and just starts picking up sand. I guess.
So I read the book Eat, Slay, Craft, and that taught me 1 book, just 1 book.
really, I just picked the notebook. Everyone was reading it at the time. It seemed like
Notebook, it's just actually the
Yeah,
notebook.
it's just the notebook, yeah.
Oh
It
no.
has nothing to do with
No,
what we're talking about.
no, exactly.
But my strength is not doing so well, so I don't know if I should be the person to I'm feeling about half as strong as I normally am.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to take some obsidian and you want to try and do what they did after preserving them? Is that the plan, or what do we want to do here?
Yeah.
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 Do we do crafting or something else?
Let's do crafting.
Okay.
So
Klein has a total of 5 books of crafting.
I lend one of my books
Boy.
to Klein.
All right.
How about Paige?
Paige has a no books in crafting, so it can't assist right, but can roll on his own. Correct? Isn't when you have no skill ranks, you can't help.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
assist.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
what
have
I
any.
thought.
Do you have? Okay, so
All right,
Go
Klein.
fish.
yeah.
Go fish.
Hey.
Old
So
maid.
happy we're role
Success.
playing around dice.
So you pick up a handful of this black sand and you start pressing it, moving. You're doing the same motions that the ogres are doing, and it's just kind of like falling from between your fingers and out of your hands. And you open up your hand when you're done. It's just like a pile of sand that's left, a thin pile of sand, and all of a sudden the wind gusts and blows it clear out of your hand, like an angry burst of wind blows through.
Angry wind.
Klein then
Make
takes
that.
another handful of the black sand
And eats
And-
it.
shoves it in his pocket
Oh,
for later.
and shoves it in his mouth. Oh no! Sand
gives-
is the
he d-
worst in your mouth. Ugh.
he takes another handful and goes to Craig and like, would you like some sand?
He shrugs and he takes it. He scoops it up and just chomps
There.
on it.
I'm going to yell over to Klein, hey, the king loves having rocks in there with him.
Really? That he picks up more sand and just like opens the casket and just dumps a bunch on the
Yeah.
king's.
King Matt has
Face.
not said anything in chat tonight. He's screaming at you. He's like, "I hate you. I hate you so much. I'm gonna drown you when I get the chance. I will
Oh
suck
no!
the life out of you if I ever can come back to life."
Hmm. Well,
Craig poops out his two-handed sword.
ooh.
No. So, no. All right. So, yeah, you're there, and again, the birds everywhere screaming. You don't see any sign of the ogres anymore. You've got some meat. You've got some sand. You've also traveled, so now you can push yourself one more space, one more hex, or you can make camp here in the dunes on the beach, off the beach. It doesn't have to be on the beach itself, but like in this vicinity, like you were on the dunes
Yeah.
previous, like when you moved into this hex.
The dunes did sound like good cover for the previous people
Yeah.
that wrote the book.
Right. Let us make camp. We're injured, some of us.
Yeah.
Inside the whales! Old man Logan says, make camp inside a whale.
The calls
like
are coming
Pinocchio.
from inside the whales.
I will name it Tauntaun.
he
So we're in HS 03 or 08.
Correct.
Which we know that the whale graveyard is in here. We also assume that the ogre farm is the second location.
We
That
don't
means
know the
there's
third.
a third location that we are not aware of currently.
What if we rest and then explore the third location?
I think maybe it's going to be pretty dangerous, but I'm up for it.
Craig shrugs. Says, I've never been this far before. This is great. What an adventure. Were those
Klein is
ogres?
like, yes.
No, they were ogres.
Oh, what's an
Oh my
ogre? Are
God.
they different? Is that like a bison and a buffalo?
Yes.
You guys
Tell-
have bison here?
Tell me more.
Don't buffalo me. Tell me the truth.
All right, let's make some rolls to make camp then. Let's have some
Alright.
let's have some make camp mishaps.
I will roll for it. And don't we have tents, right? So we get a bonus. Right?
You do have 10, so it's a +2.
+2.
So make camp is a survival. You can give yourself +2 for gear bonus.
Haha, camp is made.
I imagine you say it that way too. After
After the final piece is done. Rest yourselves in my wonderful abode.
Well, that's going on. Like last time, Klein will like rest through the camp preparation, and do the keep watching while everyone's sleeping during the number period of time, if that's fine.
Okay.
Greg could keep watch. He doesn't.
Yeah, we
sleep.
hired Craig for that.
Oh,
My name's not Craig. It's Craig.
Greg.
Craig.
Grog?
Yes.
Greg,
Okay.
would you watch over
Affected
us?
my language, Craig.
Does anybody want to eat some whale meat? Because you do
Oh,
have to eat and drink water throughout the day, so you can't eat now on this shift. You have whale meat, so you can automatically cook it. Making a camp means you have a fire, so you can cook some whale meat, eat it. But you will have to roll on your water dice. Now, we all do have a D12 water because you have water skins that you picked
Yeah.
up. So
I will
eating in
eat
water
whale
is
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, look at us go.
nice rolls.
Perfect.
If
We
I
have
need
five
something, can you put it
whale.
on Craigslist? Boom.
Oh,
Says
darn.
Sesh in the chat.
Darn it.
Groan. No, that was good. Okay. So, you make camp. You're settled in. No more signs of the ogres. They don't come back during the shift. It is now evening. Do you want to push on and try to find this mystery site
Have
you
we
know
rested?
exists here? Yeah, everybody
Okay,
sorry.
let me-
Give all your attributes back. You've rested.
Oh,
That time it's
Okay.
over.
I'm so mighty.
You feel great. You feel fantastic. So, but it's now evening time. So the sun is going down. No sign of the ogres. You can see in the distance, you can see some lights as it's getting darker. Looks like
Mm.
camp light or maybe torches. It's not very very close. It just kind of is like illuminating a part of the sky. The jungle is not as dense or thick here either. Like you will go back into the jungle the more westerly you head. But you're now in lighter jungle. It's not dense like you're going through before.
Well,
So do you want to push on to a mystery site?
would we still have to roll to do that?
Yeah.
So if not, we basically just have to chill.
So you move to the next one, it will be nighttime by the time you get there. No matter what.
Okay.
You know there's a boar farm here, and you also know that there's something else. There's a mystery site.
I feel like we should try mystery site.
Yeah.
I think we.
Yeah.
We don't need the ogre.
Yeah.
Based on what
Yeah.
we heard from Craig and also the book, we're actually probably okay to travel within their territories as long as we aren't
Right.
engaging them in combat. Like it seems like many adventuring groups have made it out without any combat. So
Okay, let's go to secret adventure site.
Mm-hmm.
although there's a little bit of a concerning statement in this. The abduction
Oh?
and disappearance of female adventurers in Night Axe territories continues unabated.
See, I was wondering if it said anything about that
I
in their
mean-
book.
Uh-oh.
Not
Uh-oh.
Goblin Slayer. No, thank you.
It's fine.
Yeah,
We'll protect you.
Okay.
I like that book, except for that one very problematic core thing about it. It's almost like at the very center there was something that they needed to rethink. No.
Unneeded.
Oh no, it also says, oh Jesus H. Matt, did you know this? It says mostly it's only strong female fighters that are taken in this book.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
Does it-
fine, Xena. I mean, you're
Does
like
it-
weaker than me.
Does it say why, or does it just say they go missing? Does it
It-
elaborate?
Says so I have an idea as to why they go missing. I don't want to expand on it.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at
Maybe it's just like a gladiatorial thing.
It does say no half ogre children have been observed, so there is that at
Ooh.
least. So they're not. I don't know if they're being taken for fighting purposes. I'm not sure. So
Well, we are avoiding it, if that makes you feel better.
sure, let's hope so.
Onward.
Klein says that he'll scare them off with his ghoulish glare if they get close to us, because I think they're humanoid, so it should work against them.
Hmm. So we're gonna roll lead the way and stuff again, right? Again.
Yes, please.
All right.
We're nearing
Who
the end
is-
of our session here, so.
Our scout.
I believe for now
Ah,
I've been, but if
Whee!
someone
Klein has rested, so they could do their scouting.
all right, I'm gonna say move on ahead, you bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of scouting books.
I'm pretty sure we're going to a bar. I've been here.
Okay.
Nice, one success for the scout.
Okay. So
Oh,
you start
scout.
moving up ahead. You guys make your way around the outside of the jungle. You try not to get too close, but you do get somewhat near those lights. And it is, in fact, the boar farm or the pig farm that is written about in there. You see big, tall, like 20-foot palisade all around some buildings, and you can hear squealing of pigs inside there, and you can hear like ogre, like what sounds like the ogre voices again, like kind of yelling and shouting at each other. It sounds like there's some fighting going on in there between the ogres,
Oh.
but you don't get close enough to really learn more. You just hear it from a distance, and you steer clear, looking for this other site. And as you're going and moving through the night or the evening into night, the moon is full in the sky, so it's quite bright, making it quite easy as you're poking around. And all of a sudden you come to a pool of clear water, and it's just bubbling quietly, gently, like a rolling bubble at the base of a 25-foot basalt cliff. There's patches of gray and purple jelly moss growing in large splotches on the cliff face, and there's thick vegetation growing all over the area. It's just very, very lush, even more so than what you saw on the way here. But you do see on the cliff top a large dead tree.
Do I see any birds around?
Not right now
No,
at
it's
night.
too much wind.
Orcs and porks. Sorry, chat. You know what? I think that might be a good place to leave off, because we're almost at the end of the session here. We got 6 minutes left before we cut it. So why don't we leave off there? This is the third site. A bubbling pool, lush vegetation, a big dead tree. And moss. Jelly moss. I don't know. What does your book say about jelly moss?
All good things.
All good things. All right.
things.
Let's do experience, and then we'll do the round table. Everybody could let everyone know who's joined us here, where they can find them through the week. So experience. Did you participate? Yes, 1 experience. Did you travel at least 1 hex? You did. 1 experience.
You.
Did you discover a new adventure site? Yes. 1 experience.
3,
Did you defeat 1 or more monsters? Another experience. Whoa.
4,
Did you find treasure? 1 gold or more? Another experience.
5.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you build a functioning stronghold? No.
No.
Did you activate your pride? No.
No.
Did you suffer a dark secret? No. Did you risk your life for another PC? No.
Well, I ran in front of everybody.
Not to protect us, to
Yeah.
show your fancy sword.
To use your sword and to
protecting
buff
you.
everyone.
You know, I think if you run into battle yelling for glory, it's not as a means of protection. Okay.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
There's
Thank you.
it's like parentheses. You just couldn't, you don't read it. You just, or say it out loud. So it just said
Oh.
for my friends, but I just didn't say it. It was just there.
Calvaire is what
Likely.
we would call a tsundere.
Glory implies perfect.
All right. So how much total, Brendan?
It was
5?
5.
5. Wow. That was a
5?
good session.
Dude, I
for
have a bunch
experience.
now.
I have
Really
a
good
total
session
of,
for
like,
experience.
Wow.
I
That's
have 9.
awesome.
Okay.
That's
So
10.
let's do round tables. Let everybody know what you got going on this week. Jen, what do you have going on?
Hi, so I will let Friendin actually rep the games that we're in, and I'm going to talk about my Animal Crossing channel. So every morning during the week, I do daily ACK formations. That's AC, like Animal Crossing formations. I like to hang out, just chill stream. So if you want to, you can follow me on my Twitch channel that Matt has posted. And that's me.
Very good. Friendin, do you want to rep the games that the two of you are going to be in this week?
Yeah, I think I can manage that. Jen did such a good job at the beginning that I managed to remember some of the things I'm in, which is Monday we'll be on Featherfall Tabletop playing Rime of the Frost Maiden in 5e. Tuesday we're playing some homebrew AD&D First Ed on Steam Steel Murder. Thursday we're playing Monster of the Week on my channel, Friendin. You shouldn't go there
In the
unless
chat.
you want to have a great time. But yeah, that's what we've got
And
going.
you can also see Friendin creating art and tokens for this game throughout the
Yeah.
week as well, live. He did the art for Xena, Calvaire, and Klein's characters that you saw on the battle map during the session, and more to come.
Mhm.
Look at that!
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
If that isn't
This is
the
the
Xena of the
character.
crime right there. Yeah.
This is the character that Ray did for me.
Evan?
It's mostly Jen. It's just Jen, like 10% Xena.
God damn it.
Yeah, you can find me at Evan Flance on Twitter, and I'll probably be a part of the whole whatever you're doing for the follower thing, that big
Me?
stream.
Oh, yeah. That's coming up
Yeah.
next month.
I'll
Yeah.
probably be a part of that, so you guys can see me there also on the Free League channel.
We hit
Yeah.
1,500 followers this past week during
Oh my
the
gosh.
Morkborg stream. And also, I don't know if people tuned in and saw it, but at the end of the Morkborg stream, Dave, who was running it, burned his book live on stream. He went into his
Fantastic.
backyard,
As more
started a fire, and threw his Morkborg copy into the fire and
That's
burned it live
awesome.
on stream. That's
Oh my
metal.
god.
Love it.
It's so good. Bill, you got anything going on this week where we can find you?
Yeah, if you're looking for me, you may not find me, and that is how I will keep it. I will be here next week, though.
Yes, you will. Tyler, you have a lot going on. What do you got going on this week?
Oh boy, I usually have an indie game Monday, which I still will be doing this Monday. I'm running an indie game of The Echo, which is a terrifying AI built game that learns everything you do and then uses it against you in the terrifyingest way possible. Wednesday, I will probably be continuing the also terrifying Doki Doki literature stream, and Saturday will be, well, as Brendan knows, Monster Rancher time.
One of my favorite times of the week. Everyone should tune in.
Oh, it's a great morning. And yeah, that's you can find me over on Foolish GM, both on Twitter and Twitch. Yeah, I hope to see some faces or names.
Some
I
lovely
don't get
faces.
to see faces.
What I got going on this week, you can find me over on Garblight Games on Tuesdays at 3:30 Central Standard Time in the afternoon, running Masks on a Nyarlathotep, the Call of Cthulhu adventure. And right now you can also find me back here every Sunday running this wonderful adventure at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this week, it's my once a month game where I'm actually a player in Forbidden Lands. On Thursday on Orkensplatter TV, and I'm playing a dwarf over there, and we play at 12 p.m. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on Orkensplatter TV. And Michael, who was in the chat, Dead as a Gamer, who rated us, is also a player in that game. All right, so that's it for us this week. Let's raid. Speaking of Steam, Steal, and Murder, I saw Bert was streaming right now, so let's go ahead and send some folks over to Bert and see what he's up to tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and have a good evening.